Ground drilling here. Next time I'm going to answer that question first, Joe. Thank you. You know, ladies and gentlemen, there's multiple reasons why we're in the trouble that we are in today. And let's look at Russia and let's look at China. They're going around the world trying to grab up every piece of energy that there is. What that ought to tell you is energy is the key to any economy and to any strength. And we're allowing them to do it. Do you realize in the Kyoto Agreement, which we're being criticized around the world for, India and China were exempt from that. Russia just didn't participate in it. Do you want to know that the only nation that exceeded Kyoto standards was? Does anyone know who it was? The United States, who didn't sign the agreement. We were plus 3%. Canada, my birth country, was down 20-something%. Europe was down. Every country that signed it did not meet their standards. The United States, which didn't sign it, exceeded the standards. And then India and China, they're just laughing at us, saying these guys are crazy. They're committing national suicide. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want jobs, like 3 or 4 million of them, we got to go drill here, drill now, and get our own stuff. And it's not just oil, it's natural gas. I can change my vehicle over from diesel to natural gas and save half in my diesel truck. Yes, we all. My wife drives a Prius. I live in a small house. A conservative in the word is conserve. There is a difference between conserve and committing national suicide, which is what we're doing. Look at what our enemies are doing. And then they're bleeding us raw in Copenhagen. Now, I tell you what, rather than spend that money in Copenhagen for the other people who want to strip our country of wealth, why don't we have a policy, which I'm going to introduce if I win this election, that in the 41st hour of work, laborers don't have to pay federal withholding taxes, anything but Social Security and Medicare they pay, they take the rest of the money home to their families. I'm not giving them anything. They're earning it, and what I'm doing is rewarding productivity. What this nation needs to understand, and what happened under Ronald Reagan, he committed 21 million jobs, or created 21 million jobs in 8 years. And they spent $1.83 for every dollar he brought in. He doubled the treasury, and they spent the money faster. What did he do? He didn't have these crazy cap-and-trade programs. He didn't have these crazy health care programs. We're scaring the dog meat out of business. They can't plan. Now, if you want jobs, according to Newt Gingrich, 130,000 jobs would be created in Wynmoor alone. But no, we're concerned about the caribou. There is a postage stamp size on a football field that we would need to use to drill. A postage stamp. Alaska wants it. The people around it want it. The caribou want it. How do I know that? Because there were 5,000 caribou up when they put the first pipeline on. Now there's 30,000 of them. Now they can't figure out why 5 went to 30. They're theorizing that the warmth of the oil going through the pipeline encouraged the caribou to caribou with one another. So now we have 30,000 caribou instead of 5,000, but we're concerned about putting another pipeline in because we might hurt the caribou. Ladies and gentlemen, how many of you out there are sick and tired of this nonsense? Now, if I go up there and say, drill